You,
I can just pull up stream.
okay. We'll see if Mr. Monkeys is jumping in here. Right now, if you want to jump in the Discord, you can. Try to tag monkeys on the stream itself. I'm in Twitch chat saying @evilmonkeys. Maybe I should just end stream and go to bed.
I think I found like the perfect sensitivity for me too.
Nice. Somehow I put a really nice setting on my Coach Pine account, and then my Pineapple account I had like just the most jankety gross setting, and so I changed them over, and I feel really confident about it.
Gotcha.
Do you? I can look at your. You don't seem to windmill and stuff. So what'd you change it to?
It's really low.
Were you having like trouble with adjustments?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little micro adjustments and windmilling. So what I did was my lift
Really?
acceleration is all the way down to 1.
Yep.
Horizontal is 3 and vertical is 4.
Okay. What do you have for your dead zones? Your look ones?
My look dead zones. Center is 0, max input is 0, and axial for my drift is 6.
006 is your.
Yep.
Really? Okay. I upped mine to 5510. So it slowed it down just a little bit. Because I find that I like when I use my right stick, I'll fat finger it a little bit. So if I give it a little bit more time for me to have to push it, it was helping. I don't like the responsiveness of it. I was tweaking with those ones. They're close.
I did have my max input on 15, but I was still like windmilling, so I took it all the way down.
Max input 15. Oh, the middle one?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
You really shouldn't have like an in between. Well, for me at least. I either have to be all the way up at 15 or all the way down to 0.
That's what I was doing too, but I felt like I needed something in the middle, and I kind of found one a little bit here. We'll see what this one was about. So once I get to shotgun, where are we at? We got top A. Nice cover. And those two guys. Are you tuned in right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me on B-Rail, by the way.
Yeah, no. I got that part. We got rockets. So monkeys is back here. We're kind of spread out. All right. Mostly want to see how we're taking these engagements. Shouldn't have died there, but. And you're still on B stairs. All right, so just before we go through these, just my initial thoughts. There's we're gonna slowly get out of the area that I'm coaching to, which is like the basics of Halo, and more into like the situational and how to work as a team, which is not where I'm as good because I'm obviously not up on a semi-pro team or a pro team. But I do know that like the comms that we were having and the call outs and the team shotting was it needed work. So I'm gonna be looking for like how that was going, and like what all of us are looking at, because I know that they're like, especially that pit flag game, I wasn't helping as much as I wanted to. This is really loud in my ear. Guess I could just turn it down, huh? Okay, so you shoot him. You should be getting a call out that there's a guy on C plat right here. So you should be helping with that to get him down. And Monkey should have backed down a little bit earlier on that one. Where did I go? I'm rotating around, not helping Monkeys. Where am I at, though? Oh, I'm challenging the guy, but I think he kills me.
My God.
What?
Shot through a wall there.
A little bit. It was a little bit through a wall, but you'll see that I strafed back. This is one of those little micro corrections that I'm gonna talk to myself about. You'll see that I come up here, and I know he's got red gun, which is a 3-shot kill, so I can fire my BR about 2.5, maybe 3 times before I'm dead. And I'm not even looking at one. I'm not looking up there. I'm looking for the guy bottom ATMs that was called out. Yeah. So you call out the guy ATMs, but if I'm gonna challenge the guy ATMs, I don't need, one, I don't need to be jumping here. 2, I could have done that back from behind A instead of contesting both the ATM guy and the C plat guy. So I'm just exposing myself to a lot of unnecessary damage here. I'm not even prepared to fight the guy up on C plat, and I'm jumping and I'm about to, so I take the first 2 shots. At this point, I need to just be running off of the tower, and instead you see me start to double back like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this fight. I now fire 1 round. I'm gonna take this fight when I'm 1 shot, which is just fucking stupid. Actually, that's not even him that kills me. Yeah, it's not even him. It's the guy on ATMs that kills me. It's this guy. Ayo. It's Slayer. So okay, so we're battling for this first hill. Can I go 3rd person, please? Yeah, we're battling for this first hill, and is that Chemo? The way he's challenging, it seems like that's gonna be Chemo. Oh no, that's the enemy. Okay, so you're on hill. We're two dead. The guy with the red gun is just railing us. Chemo runs in, gets the. In a situation like that, go back. So monkeys is spawning in. You are dead. Don't want this one then. Okay, so you're down here. So from this position here again, trying to just team shot, shooting at him first, because he's gonna be the one controlling the map. When I talk about, you know, controlling the mid, he's gonna be able to dictate like who's pushing over into tires, who's pushing across up to B stairs. He's got a really good angle on the map, and you could at least help. The only place that he's got right now to go is over into this little cubby right here, which can be naded out by you if you just hit that wall, or dropping, you know, back this way, but you can still get an angle on him. So the only place that he's safe is either back this way into that corner, or if he drops. And if he drops, we got him out of his spot, and 2, we can nade him out. So only little thing there is that you're in a position that you could help him right there, or help me, or help monkeys shooting that guy. So putting at least 1 or 2 in him just to back him down. And then when you come up here, since you know Chemo just died there, you're gonna want to play off of arcade instead of on red room, because we're on this side of the map, and so you can get help from over here. And so playing on arcade side, and right now it's not necessarily about getting the time, it's about waiting for us to be able to push up and keep the position. So if you're on arcade, you've got escapes over into tires if they're like B stairs, or you can run around into PD, something to keep you alive longer so that you're in the fight. When you're over battling on the red room side of this, you're gonna put yourself in a spot where the only escape you have is towards them into red room, and this room right here is super easy for them to just grenade out. The only other place you can go is like B rails. So a little adjustment there is just to favor your team, play back to us, so that you can live longer there. We already know that I should not have engaged in this fight. So if I don't engage in this fight and you're on arcade, Monkey spawns bottom A, and we've got to push onto this hill. We can Monkeys and I should be able to clean up the guy on ATMs, or the guy who's coming around on A, and then we have a push into this hill, and we can score. Instead, we're kind of scrapping right now. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And that happened a lot yesterday where we weren't working together, and it's just unfortunate, but that's all right. So you come arcade side. Let's see what I'm doing over here. So we already know what happens to you. I gotta spawn in and get this guy back A, and I don't have to challenge him here. I know that I got my teammate, so I'm gonna trust my teammate's gonna help him. And then you two are dead, but we want to keep the. That sucks. We want to keep these spawns here, so I'm trying to stay back in PD and like anchor down over here, which is why you see me back in PD, is to make sure that we're capturing this, or not capturing, but holding it, so we can continue to have this spawn back here. And then Monkeys is taking A. You're spawning in on Cafe. You're having a good rotation there over, but I think we're still 3 dead, or we're still 1 dead. Yeah, Chemo's dead. I'm dead. On our I don't know if I'm gonna call this a base, but like on our objective or on our side of the map, if we've got somebody who's like behind us, we need to kill them. So when if you're getting the call out that there's a guy bottom A or in tires, since you're the guy next to there, you need to be picking up on that.
Okay.
Jesus, that takes me back so far. While getting cross maps is important and whatnot, and putting shots on, team shotting is going to be a lot more important. So right now you're looking tires. As soon as Monkeys is engaging with this guy, you need to shift your focus to, I need to go help him with this. So you can take a route. I don't want you to really go mid and jump up into tires, because you might get shot from the guy who's C. But if you know that they're not C, you can take that tires push, because the only way he's going to be able to go is either out into holograms and die, or he's going to be able to go like towards arcade. So you can push him that way. Or you can push him underneath and push him back and help Monkeys establish this A. And then Monkeys can rotate like over to like a heaven, and you can continue to push this guy out of our side of the map. But jumping on that guy is the most important thing right now, is that you take that fight. And instead of taking the fight, you're looking across the map. So he lives, he's 1 shot right now. And then he's gonna come fight you. And now unfortunately you're dying. And he's still living. I think I even leave him. What am I doing? I saw myself spawn there. What was I doing? On pineapple? Where am I at? Oh, I just leave him. That's nice. That man just killed 2 of us, or at least got 2 of us killed, and then is gonna try to get up there. I think Monkeys ends up cleaning them up there. But all right, so let's see what we got. All right, we finally get him. They're now back. Oh, there's still the guy underneath, and we knew that. I think someone called out that there was a guy bottom A, and I don't know if we were arguing about it. One improvement. So when we're talking about callouts, who am I? Who am I shooting? Where am I pushing? What objective am I playing for? Those are the 3 things that we need to be focused on, and like improving the way that we're calling out. When you're calling out who you're shooting at, you should try to say their name, so we can at least watch. Like if you're watching the feed, you can see, did I kill this guy? Because there's a lot of times where they're gonna push 1Z, 2Z, or like 2Z or 3Zs, and when he gets underneath here like this, he's in a great position to now disrupt us as we make our push, and all he's doing is waiting for that. So when you push out mid, or you guys push out tires when we go to B, he can either put shots in behind you guys and relay that information to his team, or he can go up into the objective and make us turn around on it. So it's imperative that we get this kill here. just clean them up. I thought I zoomed forward and you guys didn't, but that's all right. There's spawn an A again. There's a lot of time here when you're going from that cafe over to there that you're not fighting anybody. So either getting the cross on this guy who's at C, or getting up into that fight a lot quicker so you can help us. Where'd you go?
I'm on respawn.
Okay. We're trying to push this objective out. I'm getting the call out for B stairs, and I'm gonna make the push in. And since I've got 2 guys on me, and you guys hear that, the thing in your mind should be going, if I'm not seeing somebody or not calling somebody out, I need to be rotating so I can help out or get them. If someone on my team's got 2 on them, that means that someone who could potentially be looking at me is not gonna be looking at me because you know he's gone. So getting the shots on this guy mid and then going like tires or you know B pushing this out would be helpful, or just getting over to like a top A so you can help out on our arcade, or you can get up heaven to help this out. Getting up onto planters quicker there. Or even when we've got 2 guys dead there, you could push those B stairs quicker. You get that guy. Let's push this forward. Okay. Guy. You see the guy up on top of C. You can continue pushing here because we know we got people being slayed. They're only going to have a push from B stairs or driveway. So you can be nading this out already on B stairs just to keep the pressure going up and applying. Remember when that clip that you tagged me in this morning when I said, you know, we've got them on their heels. If you've got the momentum and I think they're 2 dead, aren't they? They should be. He's dead. They're about to be 2 dead. The only two that are going to be alive are going to be on C and bottom on trash. So if you continue to push them, we can keep them. You can keep the momentum on our side. So like right now, instead of you're going to go up here and kind of pause, keep pushing through. Because if you're working with your teammates, let's because I think what the hesitation here is you don't want to have somebody catch you off guard that you're not seeing. If you continue to push forward here, you've got monkeys with you that's going to be able to 2v1 them, and they're already 2 dead. So the worst case that you're going to jump into is a 2v2 here. But if you're listening to comms, you would know that there's somebody up on C plat already who's raining down fire on. So the only person you're going to run into is their third. So if you continue to push there, nade out B stairs or nade out driveway and continue to push this back, you're going to meet this guy, and then they're 3 dead, and the last guy's going to be in C. You see that?
Yeah.
So being a little bit more aggressive, be more aggressive there when we've got the picks, and less aggressive when we don't have the picks. Because I do know, and maybe we'll see it, that there's times that we're 4v4 or we're down, and you're still being aggressive. It's like you do the aggression in the opposite time. So if we've got the picks, keep pushing. That's a great nade. Force him out. That's a little angle to be aware of when you're pushing out on B pillars over to arcade, that you're gonna have that guy from C plat able to look at you. So as you push out there and just being aware, I think on if we get a live fire one, I can show you just knowing on the map like where you can be damaged from is going to be really imperative. So as you push this guy on B pillars, either play the pillars so that he can't shoot you, or don't push out far enough that he can shoot you there. You don't take too much damage there, although you do walk across here. Again, another plane that can be seen by him. But let's cap this. You get him to use it, that's nice. Okay, let me this forward? Oh, this is forward. Okay, never mind. Sorry. All right, so he comes up there, gets you. There we go. Okay, we're spawning PD. Shoot the guy A. Keep the PD. But I don't know if are you just not comfortable playing in PD?
Actually, I'm not. No.
Okay.
I don't like ever being a PD.
All right, go get used to it because this is a really nice position to work off of. So this back corner over here, like I said before, you can see back behind A and you can see down B street. This is a really nice position to be in. When they throw the grenades, all you're really gonna do is walk forward, like if you see them, because they're gonna try to throw them and have them land and nade you out in the back, so you can push forward, and then you can play off of these walls here and make them come all the way back in here. But this is a position that you like the enemy is gonna have to clear you out of. And if you know that we've got planners and whatnot, these are the two doors that they're going to be coming from. So you can use this pillar really well to try to stay alive here and force them to come after you. Or if you're going to sit here, retreat back to where we're at. I think we're saying right here that we want to play for A still and to fuck C. So you being back here is going to actually give us an advantage if you're able to stay alive here for a push. And then we push out through tires and planners, because they're not going to be able to look at all of us, and you're going to be able to stop anybody who's retreating out of back A. So if you're just holding this angle right here and you want to push forward enough so that this guy on like the A generator, A battery, isn't able to see you, so you're going to push forward just a little bit, you can engage with this guy, and he's going to have to back off of the guy who's on planners, and now planners guy can focus on top A, and then the tires guy can also push out. You can relieve a lot of pressure on your own teammates when you take an angle like this. So instead of playing off of this, because if you peek out, we're all going to be getting shot by, Jesus Christ, this guy over here, all he's got to do is look just forward, and he's got planners guy, tires guy, so he can see anybody coming out of tires, he can see anybody coming out of planners, and he can see you over there all on his screen. Whereas if you go back over here, you could pick to shoot at him to back him up, you could pick to shoot the guy in the back A and back him up. And the only way that they're going to really be able to come get you without nades is to come into PD. And if they have to come into PD, the guy who's on your planners is going to be able to help you. The guy in tires is going to be able to help you. This is how you're going to work as a team to clear that out. And then we're going to try to play on A. So if we're playing on A and say we get a pick, we don't die, we get a pick. So you're in PD, we got a guy in planners and tires. Well, now you can kind of start peeking out of back PD. And then we're going to drop out of tires and out of planners. And we're going to continue to push these guys back and recapture A. You follow that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is I'd start getting comfortable with the different positions on the map. So like this back here, playing out of both of these doors, knowing the angles that people can and can't shoot you from. Guy top A can't see you in here. I mean, he can try to nade you, but all you're really gonna do is if he gets the nades inside the door, you're gonna move outside. If he gets the nades stuck outside the door, you can just move backwards, and most of that damage is gonna go away. And then you can kind of help pick, how am I gonna push this out? And this is where your comms and your listening is gonna come in, because you're gonna wait. Once we get a pick, then the momentum comes out. You gotta make that push. Whereas you don't wanna over commit to this until we get a pick or until we get somebody weak. Most times when you engage with these guys top A, they're going to go down, the back, and then they're going to go back around. Well, this entire angle you're shutting down from back there. If he goes down this way, well, then you can pinch out and keep pushing them back towards purple. And then miraculously you do everything I was just about to say. Oh, okay. Nice, nicely done. A little, just be quicker on that angle. But no, you played okay. So you played that really well. So you push your guy out. Unfortunately, I died, and then you died. This would be something if Monkey's in here. Oh, I'm like that when we played.
Yeah, Monkey's in here.
Oh, hey, bud.
Hey.
Oh, hey, everybody's in here.
Full house.
Full house.
I'm joining, and you just haven't said anything.
Oh, sorry. All right.
We're just
so,
being respectful.
So the two things that stood out to me, and I want to go back and look at these to get better feedback. But the two things, call outs is a huge thing that I think all of us need to work on. I know my callouts can be poor sometimes, but there's times where like callouts aren't getting picked up, and I was telling Nova earlier in the game, there's a couple times where there would be a guy weak next to you guys or in your line of sight that's more of a priority than whoever you were shooting at. You need to turn and shoot that guy. We have an advantage when we shoot people and win numbers. But the second thing is like the pressure that we're applying in game. So when we make a push onto a point, or we're pushing them off of a point, or retaking a point, or playing for an objective, there's a lot of times where it didn't feel like we were pressuring them enough. So like this would be an example there where Nova pushes back. Unfortunately, he's shut down by the guy with the shotgun, and I'm up on top of A. And then we look back, and Monkeys is now engaging with the fight. I don't know. Before I grill you too much, what were we doing up until this? So you fought the guy back A. Great fight there. So like this whole time right here that you're sitting back, you need to be pushing out more. You need to be pushing with one of us. So like come out with me to shoot this guy, which would be the quicker one, or come around here to help him on that one. You've had this fight go from being a 3v3, right? Yeah, Chemo is dead. So this was a 3v3, and we end up getting the first pick. So now it's a 3v2, and instead of us continuing to push a 3v2, you stay back, so it becomes a 2v2. So right here, we nade that out. I'm pushing this guy. You have no line of sight on any of them. You need to reroute this.
Yep.
And now Chemo's in. So applying a little bit more pressure there. Because now you're still pinching him. Oh boy. That was you checking for the back. But even like right now, Chemo's fighting that guy. You gotta be quicker to jump on that call out there. Okay, you almost got that clean up, but do you see that, Monkeys?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I would like to say something as well. Piggybacking off when you said we need to work on callouts. We're doing a good job of calling out. We're doing a decent job of calling out where they are. We're not calling out where we're going. And I was playing with a 4-stack yesterday, not you guys, and we had the same problem. And I let them know that, hey, I'm 6 and 17 right now. I'm not really calling out where I'm going. I'm flying to help you guys, and then you guys are backing off on me. And I don't know if it's happened in the tournament yesterday, but I know it's an issue in ranked, no matter who I play with.
Yeah. And the other thing the thing that can help with that is when you're calling out, call out who you're helping or who you're trying to push with. So if we'll go back to this whole scenario here. When I'm pushing this out, I'm telling Monkeys, I believe, that we're pushing this, and the call out needs to be, I'm pushing the guy on like bottom A, while Nova's saying I'm pushing back A. So we know back A and front A are getting covered. If Monkey says I can't see the guy top, then he can say now I'm pushing with you on A batteries, but like say who you're helping, and then we can pick that up. And the other thing is, like, if you're not able to see people or you're not able to shoot people, you need to be rotating so you can help with that. And if you're not calling out, you need to be listening to the call outs. And if you're listening to the call outs, you should be able to pick up on those call outs. So as we're pushing this, apparently I did not know that there was a guy here, which is amazing. Okay, wonderful.
I just on sorry, touching on that, I remember, or I was watching my stream that I did, and there was one point where I called out to Chemo. It's like, I'm right behind you, Chemo, and then I saw out of the corner of my eye that there was somebody else, and I changed, and I didn't tell Chemo that I was changing.
Yeah.
And I left him high and dry a little bit.
Yeah, that'll happen, which is why you go back and we're not pros, so you got to go kind of back and look at these and go, okay, what could I have done differently? And I can tell you that the callouts is a big thing with who am I shooting, and if you're not able to shoot someone, you need to help somebody, and you also need to be worried about how are we how are we team shotting here? And sometimes you need to put 1 or 2 shots into somebody to back them off of a position and then snap to somebody else. Like on Pit, I don't think we're gonna go over it tonight because I'd like to play. But on Pit, when you're making a push and there's a guy top tower, you don't always need to continue to stare at top tower from wherever you're at. You need to shoot him so he goes behind the 90, and then you look to the next guy. And the next guy, you're going to put shots into him, and then maybe you look back to the guy at top tower to put a couple more shots. Just back that guy off so he's not in the fight. But then if you're the one who has to snap back and forth between a whole bunch of people and you're fighting 2, well, then you got to ask, well, who on my team is not helping here? Because ideally, if you're in a 4v4, all 4 of you are shooting somebody, or you're all 4 shooting the same person as you push. And so if you're fighting 2 or 3, well, then who on your team is not in position? And if it's because you're last alive or you've pushed up too much, well, then you need to reposition. That's how that works. You can't put yourself into a spot that you were continuously fighting everybody. But you need to recognize, okay, I need to shoot this guy, but I don't need to engage like through the end for that guy. So so again, right here, like applying that pressure, the quickness with it. And then so Chemo's here, you need to work with Chemo to clear this out. And so if you go up top and you don't see this guy, capturing the point's not as important as keeping your teammate alive. Oh shoot, he's getting shot. I know that I just cleared out this side. I gotta slide out here and I gotta shoot this guy. I gotta kill him. He no longer can live, and I will be his end. His end. All right, so let me go. And our game plan this whole time was that we were gonna fight for B. Off spawns, you should just be fighting for B, and then we're gonna if we cap C, it's only temporarily so that we can push back to A. We want to fight for A and we want to hold AB. We're not as concerned with C, which was our game plan. I'm not sure if that, I mean, we won, so I'm not sure if that was, you know, the right call or the bad call. But so like Nova pushing over to A, wonderful. We don't need to keep this one. Only thing I might change is to play towards B with us, or to keep this pressure. And this is not for this particular moment, Nova, but there's a couple times where you'll get off on your own and you'll ask for help. I want you to recognize that when you're off on your own, you're not going to get help. It's not always going to be there, which is why when I tell you not to push too far, like, you got to understand you can't call for that. So that's the other thing. If I tell someone that they're alone, that doesn't mean that you're out of position. That just means that you're not going to get help. And that's a huge thing to communicate, because you can push over here, put the shots on these guys, and understand I'm going to play towards mid, or I'm going to play back towards C if I'm on my own. I'm just pulling them away from that so we can push to B. That might be the right play sometimes. But I want you to know when I say you're alone, no one's going to be able to help you, so I don't want to hear you go, you know, I'm on my own.
I tend to get in those situations often.
Yeah, bitch. Sorry, I just wanted to watch that. Again, listening to call-outs, I believe someone told me he's coming down my railroad, or my driveway. Huge help here. Huge help, monkeys. Alright, so now you're getting called out here, so you need to get out of this position. Is he on your stairs?
Did I stay?
Well, you were completely tunnel visioned on B, I can tell you that, because you didn't help Chemo there.
That seems right.
And then like right here, I think they're almost all dead. Yeah, so you're playing. Okie dokie. They're gonna be spawning cafe. So I pull up. Do I have my TAC maps open? Okay, so we're
tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision is exactly right. Where are we at here? I'm just gonna throw this up.
You're on arcade. Chemo's B stairs. I'm dead.
Yeah, so you're there.
Monkeys is top C.
Yes, and so they're all dead. So if we flip this map, oh no. Go red. Put this map into quadrants. you are pretty. You are. We've got C, and you're at C, so this is pretty much all no zone. And then we're all over here, so this is again a no zone. So they've got A. So the only places they're gonna be able to spawn is PD, Big Wall, back of A, or Cafe. Most likely, this is a map, Bob. Most likely, because you killed them over in this vicinity here, this quadrant, they're gonna have a spawn over here behind A. So you should be looking at the guy who's gonna be able to come kill you, who's gonna be spawning over here.
Sure.
But then if you look over there, oh, I'm on my screen. If you look over, okay, before I just put a whole bunch of lines here. Before you start, if you look over here, you will end up blocking that spawn potentially. So they might spawn here, or more likely spawn back A now. But just be aware that you know that's where they're going to be at, and so you can actually rotate because they know where you're at. So you could rotate over to C stairs, and now you take this angle, so that you're now looking at. There needs to be a bigger eraser here. Because I don't want you to just sit in the same exact spot, I'd like to see you move off of this because they know where you're at, and part of being harder to kill is moving. If you rotate back to C stairs and you're like on the little ATM guys that are there, you now have vision to tire jump up, and you still have the same angle on B. So you're cutting all of this spot off. So you can start listening, and if you hear someone start to walk up here, you can call that out, and our guys on B should be able to try to get you a help on C, or you can just, you know, continue to let them play back there and just be hard to kill. So when you get those kills there, start to rotate for the next ones, anticipating that they're going to be like a cafe, and get ready for that. Don't just stand on the same spot like that. Good comms, good comms.
I like it.
We got 10 seconds on rockets. Rockets are gonna be a tough one on this map because they're in the middle. The one thing I did learn after playing ranked last night is that we need to grab Shroud more and throw it on there. Thank you, Jason Lee 117, the #1 news source for Halo Infinite, for reminding me that Shroud is on this map. Shroud can help with us just diving on it. We do want to dive towards rockets, not necessarily like when it's a 4v4, but we're playing for a pick. So then as soon as we get that pick, we need to be jumping on it. So being in a position that's near it while looking, so like benches, bottom B, rotating through tires, something like that, so we can get this pick here and play for it. You see I'm out on planners. I'm trying to shoot them and do as much damage and then get the cross here. And now I'm in a spot that can either drop on it or shoot them who's dropping on it. And then if you guys are here playing, you see how you guys are looking towards purple instead of looking towards the rockets? I don't care if they're able to go over to purple. We can get the rockets, pick it up, and get a kill, or get away with them if we're playing towards rockets. Right now, we've got 2 guys playing for rockets. 2 of our guys are playing away from rockets. Even Monkeys is looking at purple.
Playing near rockets.
Keep looking at the rockets. We gotta play for those. What a great back smack I got there, by the way. And we're just in this dumb scrap. We're just in this dumb scrappiness right now, of playing for that. So the change I would make there, one, if they're gonna run away to purple, that means we've got an opportunity to grab these. So jump on them, and you've got the help of the guy from tires, and you got the guy from from the help from C. And Monkeys, you should be, as the guy up on C, you should be looking mid on those. You don't need to help the guy on purple. If there's a guy on purple, you can just back up. Fuck him. You backed up, you can look at those, or you can drop down. Again, you're still looking at look at rockets. You're looking at rockets. I'm looking at rockets. If Nova is on benches and is playing for it, we get those rockets. There's 2 guys over on purple. I don't know what they're doing. We can get the pick on the guy on laundry, and then the guy who's going to drop from A, and then we play it out. That makes sense?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And I do know from Nova's voice yesterday, he was very irritated we weren't getting rockets. I could tell because I was also irritated. Yeah. But that's how you got to play onto them, and there's like little openings that you're gonna find that you can get from. If we notice that people are playing off of it, get out of there. Go get them.
Sure.
Damn. Might have been a little too aggressive on the rocket guy there. What a spawn. I'm sorry. Alright, so we got Shoddy. Alright, what's the lesson here, guys? What do I always tell you
Grab
guys?
shotgun.
What do I always tell you guys? Because I did it.
Don't go down long haul.
Nope. Here, I'll pause.
Grab
What's wrong with this, monkeys? You do this a lot.
body check. Running out with your shield out.
There we go.
Down.
Shields are half up. What am I doing?
You are running.
And I'm still challenging that guy. Had I lived there, had I re-shielded, he wouldn't have been able to push you. Get your shields back.
True.
And you're so you're top A. I think Nova, I told you just to live here. It's so unfortunate. I don't like fighting out on driveway, and this is just my own thing. It's such a bad spot to be fighting. So like this fight here, I would not be sprinting at driveway because you never know when that guy's gonna peek you from B or red. So if you're walking out there and then you see him, you can just start backing up to try to pull him down and reroute over to B stairs. Or if you're trying to run out there, go up towards commando because you can get a lot more information this way. That's just a death trap to be running that way.
That's an old Fiesta habit I have right there.
Yeah.
Sprinting driveway and then grappling up.
Fuck am I doing? So I'm playing with this with you. I think I was trying. The goal was we were gonna push out B, I believe. I decided not to help you. I wanted to help Monkeys, who's across the map, who's not my battle buddy. So I leave my battle buddy. My battle buddy dies. And then I decide that I don't need a battle buddy to go into B when I know that there's one guy over here, at least. That's so unfortunate. I like that little angle. You guys do this? Jump off these rails?
Sometimes, yeah. I'll use them for curb slides.
Get a little bit extra height so he misses one shot, but then you also miss your shots because you suck. Alright, so we're 3 dead. I'm trying to get you guys spawns. We get the spawns and we want to port out of A. Try to C. So we're just running. We're booking it. Not a good play there, honestly, because he's luckily missing his shots. But now we're flying at A. Nova, you should be moving with us over here. Unless I calmed that. I don't think I calmed that, though. But pushing over with us to A. We're fighting for back A. Nice. Good cleanup. Are rockets up? No. Right? No. They're about to be. Okay. Get shit on. Sorry, I'm gonna rewatch that. Oh, they're 5 sec. Okay, so I don't know if you guys are preemptively nading this, but the stairs right here is a common place that people are gonna run out of, which is why I'm throwing.
Oh yeah, at least 1 or 2 people always seem to be there.
What up, bud? Now, what did we do wrong here, everybody?
We didn't have enough friends.
Doesn't look like anybody's looking at rockets.
We won the fight for rockets, and because we're so good, we just left them there. Every one of us. And I remember this in game because I got the kill. And instead of pushing that, because I'm closest to B and I want to push out B, I think you just spawned in, so I can't yell at you. We pushed back over to Cafe and didn't play for these rockets at all. And then we had to double back for them. Horrible. Yeah. So we got to play it again. We're not playing as a team there. Chemo's just going to continue to block the driveway with those. We're looking across here. And you see how we're all playing on the same side right now? We're all together. This is great. Because now when we see that guy over there, we're all going to be able to push together. So we're going to have, Monkeys is going to, he's going to be watching. Nova's going to be watching, and Nova has the option to go like mid. If this guy, if they all run over there, Nova's got options to be able to play on the flank. Monkeys is playing more towards the middle of this. And then I'm going to be bringing up the rear from B. We can all port over here and make sure that we kill these guys back A, top A, and front A.
I think a good angle for either me or Monkeys there, since I was B rail, and then I went tires, and Monkey is still planers. I think one of us should have jumped heaven, knowing that there's someone bulldog, and they're pushing A.
Heaven or PD.
Yeah. Or caution. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're making a push over there, although you will see that you split off and went trash and Chemo stayed B, so now you're off on your own again when they're pushing A. And I don't know, so you're just not playing with us there.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know either. They're playing for A, so yeah, this is an easy, someone can jump up heaven. The only thing I don't like about that is if three people come around that corner, you're just melted. This is really not a spot to be in during a team fight. It's more of like a preemptive, just to control map, and then if people are coming out there, you want to drop. So I'd rather see someone go, PD again and do the same kind of pushes before. You get someone back PD, you push down the guy from top A, and then you slowly collapse on this from all the angles. Jumping from these planners up to top A over here and working this, you can stand on these little this little ledge there. This is all different ways that you can collapse on back A, top A, and front A to push them out. But you can see now you're running over towards C, which, as you can see, they just spawned in Cafe. You're gonna block. You're gonna start to block these spawns over here. Are you taking a cross here? Is this what we're attempting? Yeah, that entire position is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Now you do end up coming back to Cafe, so you correct it pretty quickly. Thank you. But okay, now they're flanking us. I needed to move quicker. Monkeys or I needed to move quicker to get into PD. Again, taking a little passive position right there, and then I'm just too slow on it. And that spot right there. So before Nova decided to go on his road trip, where am I at? So we cap this out. We want to hold AB. We get right here, and we see that guy. We know that they're going to start to engage on A, and A is going to be compromised. So Monkeys being right there, you could drop and go PD, or drop and kind of go take this position over here. You can stay tires, and then I needed to get out of B quicker over to tires, or I can go PD. But we needed to collapse over here to make sure that they can't have this spot back here. Even before you go there, and so you can. Jesus, you're just standing there menacingly. Okay, now I'm curious.
The only reason why I pointed out that heaven spot was because if you're gonna stand there and watch that angle, Monkeys, and you know that there's somebody back A already, holding that heaven, no one expects anybody to ever be at heaven. So
Sure.
if you rotate heaven, you have height. You can easily drop and run PD if you start to lose the fight.
Yeah.
So
I'm only laughing because you stood there for 12 seconds.
Nice. Sounds like something I would do.
Just playing King of the Hill out here, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So if we redid this, what I'm saying is, so we get shot from there, and Nova is right, Monkeys. At this point, since we're not contesting anybody, you could jump up heaven, and take this kind of a spot here, because he can't run at A without getting shot at by you, and so you're gonna contest them. But I don't want you to take that fight. I want you to drop, but I want you to drop back over to A, which would put you into that spot that I want you to be in, which is back A, so you can block the guy from back there. So that I think Nova is correct there. You could right now, since you know that we're getting shot at from there and you don't see anybody else A, jump heaven and go across the spot right here, contest him, because maybe you can back him off, and if he backs off, then great, wonderful, your job is done. And then you can secure back out on A, because our other option is everybody runs over to C and caps C while they cap A, but I don't want to do that, so I want to keep A B. So jump up heaven, and then I rotate out to where you're at, or hologram. My point is we got to push this guy out of A, and make sure that they don't have the control there, before Nova starts to go on more road trips. But that's how I would play this engagement differently there, if we had to go back and redo that. And now I'm stuck in arcade, trying to get out here. And then we're kind of just letting them play on A. Now Nova has a flank. Nova being way over there, and I hope we see this. Since you're over on your own and you're not going to have our help, you need to put pressure on, but enough that you need to also keep your shields in this kind of a spot, which is great. Okay, so you play this wonderful. Oh, look at that.
I remember this situation.
Look at this call out.
I said tire box right there.
Who's the sexy beast who slides in here? Is it Pineapple?
Maybe.
It is me. Yeah, I remember this call out. That's a fight that we got to take, and we got to kill that guy. It was a wonderful call out. And then we take it back. I'm watching your crosshair, so this is yeah, that was beautiful. I'm making sure you can't get so in this kind of a spot, Nova, and I want you to recognize this. When you've got teammates with you, when I'm watching this crossover here, I'm making sure that they can't get to you at all. I'll put it up over here. When I'm, oops. When I take a position like that and I'm looking that way, and then where the hell are you guys? For some reason someone's on driveway, probably chemo, and then you're up here. When we're in a spot like this, we're trying to keep B, and they're going to be spawning somewhere purple or back C, most likely. And if the guy purple spawns, he's going to try to push you here. Well, I can help you with that. You can take that fight, and if you need to, you can then drop down into hologram, and you know that you're going to be safe there. Whereas if I'm not there, you could potentially be pushed from. I mean, you don't have as much cover there, but you can pull that guy. You can drop down, and then you can pull that guy up to A, and you can kind of fight back A. You can fight under A. You can do a whole lot of things if I'm on that angle there to make sure that we're good. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And when you're playing with a team, and I call that out, and this is again why call outs and listening are important. If I tell you I'm on your caution watching your cafe, that should communicate to you that you've got to drop behind you, or you've got help on somebody so that you can stay alive here. If someone comes to challenge you here on this corner, you can put 1 or 2 shots into them, but if you're losing the fight, it's not a fight that you need to take on your own. You can live to let someone else finish it.
Okay.
You're not going to get that as much in matchmaking though, which is just sad. And Monkeys is on tires. Monkeys at this point, you should be listening for Chemo, who is trying to challenge all of them at the same time. He's trying to get them all over here, so he can collect all the Dragon Balls, is what he's told me. So I don't want you to overcommit to helping him, because he's way over there on his own. But you are going to be closest kind of to him, and then so we're going to play together here. What are you doing this whole time? So you're over. Okay. Stay alive here.
It's okay. It's alright. It's alright.
Nova comes back. Nova ports in. Feels like we should be in third. We should be over here and watching this. Sadly, I perish. But Nova jumps over there. You know that you gotta fight this. That's sad that you went out there and died. Did you go out without your shields again?
Probably.
Yeah, sort of. Oh, you took that. Hold on, you took that nade. I died. Oh yeah. Just took a lot of damage there. This is more of a team fight issue here. So you're fighting this guy, you get that kill, reshield. This is before. Chemo is gonna overextend here. We need to be challenging that guy on driveway. You got nades here, don't you? I can't tell.
No.
Oh, you have no nades. Okay, so you can't challenge that guy with nades. At this point, you gotta be taking a different angle here. I don't know if that's going mid. They don't have anybody there. I don't know if you need to go mid to go around this guy. They know that you're in tires, and if I'm coming up driveway or I'm coming up B stairs and I know that there's a guy in tires, I'm just nading tires. They're just gonna keep you. What's up, Thor? That's a Mystic question. It's a plushie that she made. I like it. I like that you like it. It could have balls. I hope my balls are never that separated though. Sorry. This position in here, you're just gonna get naded out of here, so you need to get out of it. And challenging them like up in their face is not really gonna work here, because if you come out B, he's gonna pummel you, or you're gonna get naded. This guy's also gonna do the same thing. But then at the same time, if you jump out mid, you could be challenged by the guy who might be sitting up top C. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how else you play this other than don't go out there and just die.
Sure.
I don't know if you go planners. Maybe you go planners so that you can drop out of planners, because you got cover that. You gotta do something to get in this fight, because like right now you're not in the fight. We're one dead, so it's technically a 2v2 with these guys here, and then wherever their teammates are at. Their team left, so the one guy left. One's dead. Maybe play it that way. Go planners. I don't like you going into the pillars, because this is where you're just gonna get naded out, or if you stay in tires. So playing it maybe off planners so that you can then drop out is a different way to play that. Yeah, I'd probably do that instead. Nova's doing the best he can in that spot. And then Chemo runs in. Ooh, nice. I like to be a little bit more aggressive on the first kill so you don't take as much damage, but that's all right. You stayed alive. You helped Chemo. Standing there menacingly. And then I'm dead again. Looks like you're taking a fight you don't need though. Okay. I'm glad you killed him. We're fighting ghosts.
That jump is doable, by the way.
Which jump? The one to ignore rockets?
Tire box. Oh, okay.
No, which one? Which one?
Tire box to top A.
Oh, this one? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
I need to go practice that then. Okay, you got an audio cue that guy's there.
No, I don't. My headphones suck.
Do you play on PC?
I do.
Yeah, you should stop. I don't know. Maybe I don't have audio. Oh, maybe you did say, gosh darn it, I don't have any audio here. Something to that effect.
I say I don't have audio a lot.
In a really polite way.
What the dog doing?
So push out of here. Yeah, push out of here. Gotta help chemo here. Nice. Damn it. One. Okay, so that should have been a trade. But trying to get that close into somebody who's already shooting you is not good. I don't. How did you get? Did you slide into him?
Curb slide.
Okay. You're giving up free damage there. By sliding into him here. That's not a. I mean, even at trade, that's a bad trade. You got. It's a 2v1. You got to live there. So fighting him from a distance, or not taking that fight.
Curb slide somewhere else.
Yeah, curb slide somewhere else.
Grab it out.
Damn. Wow, what happened here? So we're all three here. How did a guy get behind it? Oh, he's on C. Okay, so he's coming from driveway and we have no idea about that. I'm sure if I go back to the VOD, Monkeys is calling out that there was a guy on C though.
Probably.
I'll bet you
And
$5.
Our attention's on A, so we're not gonna look towards C.
Yeah, so we're getting flanked. Okay, this is just a. So you see how they're look at their execution. Oh my god, 3-4-3. So they got a guy pushing in from caution, a guy from B stairs, and a guy from driveway. They have us entirely encircled, and they're gonna kill our hard carry here. Oh, they don't. Hard carry lives. Kind of. Yeah, they just collapse on us. That's so fortunate. All right, Monkeys. What are we gonna do here?
Shield up before we get into action.
Okay, good. So you went back. I just want to make sure you're gonna go back. So when you're off on your own and you get the point, one, they know where you're at, so they know where we're gonna spawn. So making sure you keep shields here and you're able to fight and not hide is what you need to do there. So good job. Good work. Nice. So we got to pick on B, and Nova and I are pushing A. We need to stop pushing A. We needed to stop pushing A here as soon as you got that pick. Honestly, we should have been pushing B altogether. So I think Nova said he's playing with me, and I said let's push. Emo's pushing over on B, and Monkeys is gonna get this pick here. We needed to push through mid to cap B here. This would have been an easy B cap, especially you shooting there. I should have cut through ATMs there. Oops. Instead of taking this fight here. I'm literally just listening for the audio here of this. This is a horrible fight to take. We make it happen. We should have cut over to B. And I mean that because if you cut the map, they got 3 over at B. We're taking this fight here. If Monkeys is saying, hey, I got the shots on B, or I got the shots on B rail, and I'm cutting across palms, Chemo's collapsing over from driveway. Nova and I are going B stairs. We could have had B off of that.
I see.
We end up getting this one. Unfortunately, Nova dies in the process.
Necessary sacrifice.
It was a necessary sacrifice. Good rotation, Monkey though.
I did something.
Let's go. And then Chemo's up here. Alright, we're gonna finish this out so we can go play some ranked.
You guys know what strong siding is?
Looking at the
I
ground.
learned that from High on Pineapple.
This
What was that, monkeys? But yes, looking at the ground. I didn't know if Rhino, Loyal, or Monkeys knew what strong siding was.
Never heard of it.
So, in one of the previous Halos, there was a guy named Strongside.
Before you explain this, Rhino,
Okay.
what do you mean? I've explained this several times in your videos.
And I've never heard it.
Oh my god.
He just doesn't listen to you, Pineapple.
Jesus.
Take this one. Kappa. But Strongside, dude, in one of the previous Halos, one of the slower movement ones, I believe like 2 or 3, right, Pineapple?
2.
He found a technique where you can hide your head from getting headshot by looking straight down at the ground.
Oh, I have heard this. I
Yep.
have heard
Oh.
this. I just didn't know what it was called.
Essentially, your hitbox for your head was separate from your body, and when you would look down, your shoulders stuck up higher than what the point of your head was, so you were able to not get headshotted from behind. Or it was harder to headshot it. Then the Gandhi hop was there because you could jump and crouch, which would put your head into your body, so you couldn't get. It was harder to headshot you. Rhino, what am I doing wrong here?
I'm watching stream, but it's a little behind what you're doing.
It's been on this frame for like about a half hour.
You're jumping out.
Yep.
And you're not supposed to do that.
I'm forcing a play on rockets here. They've got a setup. We're dead. They've got rockets. I should be putting shots into rockets so that he can't just freely run around the map. But I get off spawn and I, like a soaring fucking eagle, run into this. I live, so that's nice. At first, then I die.
I was probably screaming at you
I think the call out was they got rockets again. something to that effect. As I'm also watching this, there's not a lot of times that we're picking up each other's kills though. So we're just like we're just one-on-one raw outslaying these guys for all these wins. I have, and maybe we do this if I've got 4 people. We're gonna play 2v2s, and the only way you can score is off of assists. And I looked it up. You can set it up that way, because I think we need to work on finishing each other's kills and calling out those kills a lot more. Because like we're going in onesie twosies to get kills here, and we're not really working off of each other's shots at all. Which works well against these guys because they just weren't that much more coordinated than us. It went to, you know, a game 5. Yeah, punk. Yeah, punk. We eat those.
Breakfast.
I gotta play with my teammate here. We gotta live. Look at that. Look at that bait. Oh, no, he's dead. Never mind.
Necessary sacrifice.
The amount of just scrappy, unnecessary fights that I'm taking there, it's just... So we come up here. I'm faced... And this is just a little... a little thing. When you're checking these angles, my reaction time should have been a lot quick. I mean, I look like I'm 30 in this clip. I jumped out there and took a nade and a shot before I even begin to look at that guy. Okay, so we come in here. I think you were a little too quick on this fight. I clean up him, but then I'm jumping on it. I do get the V-Stairs call out, which was immaculate. I guess it wasn't as many unnecessary fights because I know I got those call outs. Monkeys with the rotation here. Stay alive. Where were you at? And I swear to God, if you were just sitting there.
I just sitting there.
No, okay, so you are root.
That's good.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a wonderful flank there. It was a little bit behind if you were just a little bit quicker, but no, you flanked it. What's up, Lactose? You took that in a completely unnecessary fight.
I like how you went trash and then jumped up, but realizing there's 2 people on B and I'm capping C there. They're either gonna fly out A, which Chemo would, or somebody over there would call
Nice.
Super Seeker Man.
Okay. We'll finish this out.
That's what she said.
I never even thought of these angle this angle that you were taking, Nova, and I don't know if it was right here, but you're jumping right here to shoot the guy top A while capping this so your little piggies don't get shot. I don't even think about this. I've literally never thought about that, and I've sat next to that box 100 times.
I don't think I've seen anybody do that. I think that was just a spur of the moment kind of thing that I did.
You're a fucking genius.
The next Ryan noob, Kappa.
Yep. a little preemptive on the nades there. So like the ones into tires, I don't think you need to throw. You need to be listening for the call out that they're coming your arcade and throw all those arcade. If somebody's gonna peek you on tires, trust your teammate who's gonna be out on driveway is gonna get that kill. Those are just wasted nades over there. Whereas that one is gonna prevent them from being able to challenge you immediately. And then if you throw another one there, it's gonna, again, stop him. The only one that did anything there was the one you threw arcade, even although he wasn't looking at it, but.
I think my reason for throwing that one arcade to delay that arcade push was because you guys were sitting B Street, and if I can keep them out of where I am, you guys can take the hot shots on them.
Oh, I know what your point was.
Okay.
Yeah, you're throwing those ones in case they're jumping up there to run at you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the even if you're throwing one over here, and I've got clips of it, I don't understand how long these nades, before they blow up. But the one into tires or the one over here needs to be so perfectly timed that they can outweight it. But if someone's gonna jump up into arcade, like let's say he's pushing arcade, and then you throw that plasma there, where's he gonna go? Is he gonna sit here and challenge, the guy who's on red? Is he gonna, he's probably gonna turn around. If you throw one at tires, he's gonna go into like this corner and just wait you out, where he's not gonna take shots. He's still able to be safe, although it delays it.
Gotcha.
What I'm saying is that this one's gonna delay and push him back, whereas the other ones are only gonna delay them if you can hit them with it. Whereas you throw those 2 nades back here. Well, now all you got to do is keep looking at that, and then when that nade explodes, throw another one. Look back at that. That guy can't push you at all.
I see what you're saying now.
I know your thought process. So just change it just a little bit there. But you had the right idea here on this front guy on arcade, because this is the spot that you have to win this fight. If there's a guy here, you have to win it, because you can't get off this point at all. If someone's over here challenging you from tires, it's easier for you to get away from this fight. Just a little tiny adjustment there. Huge kill and huge pummel though. Let's go. All right, you guys got any questions?
Nope.
That I took an hour and 15 minutes to go over that. I love it. We're gonna go over a couple of the lost ones tomorrow night, and I got a couple HCS clips as Nova requested.
Appreciate that.
Okie dokie. How many people we got? Oh Jesus. Do you 4 want to run some ranked for an hour or so?
See, I could probably do 2 hours if needed.
Oh, my game's
There's
raising.
5 of us
Hello?
here, Pineapple.
Wonderful. Logged out of my own party. I lagged out of my own party. Did you four want to go run?
Yeah. Sure you don't want to play 4 more of this great playlist to get this purple DMR skin?
Let's finish out stream and then I'll go play it.
Sure.
I need one.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right, hold on. Add. I just still need to do my lifted truck. All right, who's playing? Is Loyal or Rhino playing?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Is it rock paper scissors or is Loyal gonna pull rank?
All right.
Loyal's pulling rank. I can tell. We can run a couple with Loyal and then we'll run some with Rhino.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That works for me.
Good comp.
Good comms. Good comms.
Yep.
2042 kind of fun. Are you playing Battlefield? I couldn't get into it. Should I give it another shot?
No.
I join monkeys.
Uh-oh.
All right, perfect. All right. So. I'll be right back.
Oh.